Dear students or learners, it is class on ratio analysis for class 12 for any board. It may be CBSE or ISC or state boards. It is ratio analysis classes, one classes for ratio analysis is taken, and it is the second class. In the last class, that is in the ratio analysis, it is the class number 1 related to ratio analysis. I have given all explanation, all categories of ratio, only I have not discussed the formula of all these ratios. Only I have discussed in the last class the ratio formula related to ratio current asset and current ratio and liquid ratio. So, now we are going to do the problem, that means liquidity ratio. Under liquidity ratio there are two ratios, one is current ratio, another is a liquid ratio. Another is a liquid ratio equal to liquid asset upon current liabilities, or current ratio equal to current asset upon current liabilities. Very small problem it is given here. What is the problem here? Serial number 1, total assets. Serial number 2, shareholder funds. Serial number 3, non-current liabilities. Serial number 4, non-current asset. But our requirement is current asset and current liabilities. Now we are going to calculate the current asset. Current asset from the total asset. If we deduct non-current asset, if we deduct the non-current asset, we will get current asset. Total asset minus, total asset means fixed asset plus current asset. From the total asset, if we deduct the non-current asset, we will get the current asset. Now, we have here in this problem, total asset equal to 1 lakh and minus non-current asset is 50,000. Therefore, 1 lakh minus 50,000, it is 50,000 equal to current asset. Now, current liabilities equal to total asset minus shareholder fund and non-current liabilities. Then we will get, that is, from the total asset, if we deduct the shareholder funds, it is not current liabilities, and non-current liabilities other than shareholder fund, that means long-term liabilities related to shareholder fund and non-current liabilities, if we deduct, then we will get the current liabilities. Total asset minus non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities, it may be related to shareholder funds, if we deduct, and non-current liabilities, then we will get the current liabilities. So, current ratio equal to now 1 lakh minus 60,000 minus 20,000, we are getting only 20,000, that is 60 plus 20, 80, 1 lakh minus 80 equal to 20,000. Then 50,000 by 20,000 equal to 2.5 by 1, that is 2.5:1, and the standard norm is 2:1, or benchmark or standard is 2:1. Now we are coming to the second problem. In this problem, working capital is 7,20,000, creditor 40,000, other current liabilities 2 lakh. Calculate the current ratio. What is current liabilities? We have a need. What is current ratio? Equal to current asset by current liabilities. How can we get this current liability? This working capital and this is equal to current liability is equal to, what is current liability? Creditors plus other current liabilities equal to 40,000 plus 20,000 equal to 2,40,000. So, we have got the current liabilities. Now, we want to get the current asset. Working capital equal to current asset minus current liabilities, and if we, after changing the side of the item, the current asset equal to WC, working capital plus current liabilities equal to 7 lakh. Where is this? 7,20,000 and 2,40,000. current creditors and other current liabilities, it is 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 40 equal to 9 lakh 60,000. So, the current ratio equal to current ratio equal to current asset upon current liability. We are getting what is the current asset here? Current asset equal to 9 lakh 60,000 divided by what is 2 lakh 40,000. 2 lakh 40,000. We are cancelling this and this. That is, what is this? 96 by 24. What is 96 by 24? That is 96 by 24 equal to 96 by 24. We are getting it is equal to 4. It is equal to 4 by 1 equal to 4:1. Again I am explaining the creditors and other current, it is current liabilities we have calculated here. Working capital equal to current asset minus current liabilities. We are therefore current asset equal to WC plus CL. Our WC is given here 7 lakh 20 and current liability is equal to, we have already calculated this. So, working capital then current asset equal to 9 lakh 60,000. So, current ratio equal to current asset upon the current liability equal to 96,000 by 9 lakh 60,000 by 2 lakh 40,000 equal to 4:1. Therefore, our result is 4:1. Now, we are coming to the liquid ratio. Liquid ratio. What is the formula of the liquid ratio? Liquid ratio equal to liquid asset upon current liabilities. I will explain what is current asset, what is current liability according to items. I have already element wise I have discussed in the last class, but I will discuss more with reference to Company Act 2013 about this item after doing the problem. So, current liabilities is given 50,000, current liabilities is given 50,000, current asset equal to 80,000, inventories is most important item to consider for liquidity and prepaid expenses, because to get the liquidity, inventory is not easily we can liquidify or in terms of cash or cash equivalent or in terms of data. Also prepaid expenses which is already given, we cannot taken back from this. So, these are not considered for liquid asset. So, from the current asset, if we deduct inventories and prepaid expenses, then we will get liquid asset. Liquid asset equal to current asset minus inventory. Inventories may be stock of raw material, stock of WIP, stock of finished good, whatever may be, but they are not to be considered as a liquid asset because it is not easy to liquidify immediately. So, these items it to be deducted from here. So, if we deduct 80,000 minus 25,000 minus 5,000, that is 30,000. So, 80,000 minus 30,000, we are getting liquid asset 50,000, and current asset already is mentioned, current liability is mentioned, it is 50,000 here from the current asset. After deducting inventory and prepaid expenses, current asset, we are getting the liquid asset, and trade receivable is already included in the current asset. So, there is no need to consider again. So, liquid asset is 50,000 and this equal to 1:1, but as per norms or standard or benchmarks equal to 1:1, it is the standard norms. And according to Company Act, I will want to say some few words also. So, what is current liabilities, what is current asset? The current liabilities, there are 2-3 terms and condition. It is expected to be settled in the normal operation or normal course of business. That means the liability will be settled off in normal course, and the normal course and the primarily for the purpose of being trade, that is related to trade. So, must one is it is a normal course of action or normal operating activity, this liability is created and it is a primary purpose, that is for the purpose of the business, and it is to be settled. It is to be settled within 12 months and it is unconditional and not have any that is the company does not an unconditional right. Company has no right to defer it. There is no right. There are 4 criteria are maintained for the current liabilities. That is current. First is it will be settled in the normal course of the operation of the business or normal operation of the company. Second is it is created due to normal course of action, it is stated. Third is it will be settled in the 12 month and the company does not have any unconditional right to defer settlement to the liability for at least 12 months after the date of reporting. It is the condition for current liabilities, and I am discussing now, not writing. You can go through books, and when if you forget, then you go to my YouTube class, and sometimes I am sending video to all of you, then you make a revision through this. What are the current assets? It is expected to be realized by 1 year. Within 1 year it should be, or it is primarily purpose for the created for the being trade. It is created for the business of the normal course of action, or it is expected to be realized within 12 months after reporting date, and it is cash and cash equivalent unless it is restricted to being exchanged or used to settle a liability for at least 12 months after the date of reporting. So, to go through this problem, and I have explained up of this, and in the next class I will do 2-3 problems more, then I will switch over to the next ratio, that is one is liquidity. Next class 1 or 2 problem from liquidity I will do, and I have a desire to start for solvency ratio. Thanks all of you. With a request, please follow the class and continue the class, so that if any discontinuation, you don't attend the class, it will be for disturbance for me, also for you, for to understand the problem, because it is the most important chapter for your examination. Thanks all of you.